Welcome to Talk About Coaching with us, Sheri Boone and Jamie Tenzer. We spend our days talking about coaching as we train and mentor coaches, and we've been doing this for over 20 years. We even talk about coaching when we're just chatting with each other. So we thought, why not record our chats and share them with you? Our goal is to share our expertise to help you on your journey to become a better coach. And we'll share ideas that you can take and try on to see if they work for you. We hope you'll find value, and if there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. We can be reached at coachcachet.com. That's CoachCachet.com. We hope you'll enjoy today's Talk About Coaching.
Hey, Sheri.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, how are you?
I am good today. I'm good. I'm looking
Great.
forward to talking about this somewhat mysterious competency.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. So it's Competency 2.1, which is Embodies a Coaching Mindset, is the umbrella competency. And then 2.1 is acknowledges that clients are responsible for their own choices.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes this a little mysterious to me is that every other subcompetency, and there are 8 total, really focuses in on the coach, their ongoing learning, developing their reflective practice, everything that's about how do we show up as coaches with a coaching mindset.
Right.
But this one is acknowledges that clients are responsible for their own choices, which seems more client focused in addition to coach focused. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, and I agree. It sort of stands out as the one that seems to be pointing to, really talking about pointing to the client. But if we look at it from the filter of it is, of course, it's about the coach acknowledges to themselves, right, that clients are responsible for their own choices, then it makes more sense. So, as you and I were kind of debriefing this, I realized that maybe a different word would make it more clear. Instead of acknowledges, which is a fine word, but also it's about recognizing or believing or something that clients are responsible for their own choices. To me, that makes it, because when I heard acknowledges, I was thinking, oh, acknowledges to the client, but that is covered in so many of the other competencies. So I think for me, what it means is that the coach recognizes or adheres to, right, or believes, holds to be true that the client is responsible for their own choices. What do you think, Jamie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the word that I kept thinking of as you were talking was internalizes.
Ah, yeah.
So, how do we, as it's all well and good to say, oh yeah, clients are the experts in their own situation and they have all the answers and all that. But really, as coaches, how do we actually internalize that as a knowing?
Right.
And maybe that's why this is showing up in this competency, because that's where the mindset, if you're really coming from that place that clients are responsible for their own choices, and you really internalize that or believe that, then of course your coaching is going to be a little different than if you're still on the fence, so to speak, about that.
Mm-hmm. And then that makes so much sense that this 2.1 would be here under this competency of embodies a coaching mindset. Then it makes sense, right? Yeah, because, and I think, so for me, the confusion a little bit was we use the word acknowledgement so much in coaching already
Mm-hmm.
and it's an active acknowledging of our client for this or that, right? But so I think it's the different verb that works better in terms of understanding really how this relates to the coach's mindset. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so then the next question is, how do we get there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, to really, I mean, there's practical ways. I think it's just experience of seeing time and time again clients be responsible for their own choices and have that be so much more beneficial than the coach taking responsibility
Right.
for the choices.
Which is really why coaching works as well as it does, right? And is
Right.
such a beautiful, distinct model that it is. It's all about knowing that the client is responsible. And, back to that old definition of coaching, the client is responsible and whole, um, or resourceful and whole, and responsible for their own choices. Yeah.
And so for brand new coaches or coaches that are still kind of struggling with really internalizing this idea, what do you have any tips or a tip that you share with a new coach?
Yeah. Well, a couple things I'd like to talk about is to, first of all, just to trust the process and to understand that um, the process of coaching will, is going to lead your client to their own best answers. Another thing I like to say is, our main job is to help our clients hear themselves.
Mm.
That's what we're doing as coaches. It's not about them hearing us. It's not about being a consultant or a mentor, but rather helping them hear themselves. That's really sort of the bottom line of coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And when we, all of us coaches, can sort of get out of our own way, let the ego go aside to say that, I'm going to trust this, that my client is resourceful and the source of their own answers. That's when coaching will work beautifully.
Mm.
What do you say?
Well, I think now I'm going to say that. No, yes. And yeah, trust is an important part of it, isn't it? Because it's what's happening when we want to kind of take over or help, is that we're really, at some level, we're not trusting, even if we trust our client, we're not trusting the process, as you said.
Mm,
And so, yeah, it's a wonderful reminder to just kind of let that go and, trust that what's happening is it's unfolding exactly as it needs to. So, yeah,
yeah.
really
Hmm.
good.
Very good. Yeah. Great.
All right. Okay. Well, until next time.
Until next time. Thanks, Jamie.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We hope you're taking away a nugget or two that you want to try on as you coach your magnificent clients. As always, we invite your comments at coachcachet.com. Once again, that's COACHCACHET.com.